What's going on, guys? It's your boy Rashid from Sheed TV, and we're about to do a response video for the last video I did. Uh, talking about the news about Fresh and Fit being canceled. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say it wasn't necessarily a cancellation. They were taken off of the YouTube partnership program. But if you are a critical thinker, you understand that's the first step of somebody being canceled from YouTube or social media in general. So, with that being the case, they are kind of canceled. But anyway, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some of the comments and I'm just going to do like a little bit of a response just to, spice it up a bit. Because it was a lot of responses, and I appreciate everybody that watched the video, listened to the video, and what I had to say. It was the first video I've done on YouTube in years, literally. And so, yeah, I appreciate everybody for, spending their time, taking their time to go watch it, listen to it, comment, whether it was positive or negative. But we about to go up. We about to go ahead and go through these comments. I'm not going to be able to get to every single one of them, but I am going to get to a few of them. Okay. All right. So the first one I'm going to get at is, all right. So how is it sad that two dudes who sent 30 plus fake DMCA strikes trying to deplatform a bunch of YouTubers get demonetized? Okay. So I'm going to need proof of that because to my knowledge, that is not even Myron and Fresh's MO is to try to tear down another platform. They will stand up for themselves and, and say they don't mess with a certain YouTuber or content creator or whatever the case may be, but they're not going to go out of their way and say, do this and that or whatever the case may be. So I'm gonna definitely need proof of that. Maybe that's some news that I didn't know about, and I'm open to learning about it or whatever the case may be. But to my knowledge, that's not their MO. That's not the way they operate. They're about Fresh and Fit. They're about focusing on, giving the audience the best content they possibly can. So, yeah, it's pretty silly comment, in my opinion, until I'm wrong. All right, let's go to the next one. So he put God and Fresh and Fit in the same sentence. Don't insult our creator. Okay, ma'am. Whoever did, is that a woman? Yeah. All right, that was a woman. So, I mean, it don't matter, but it's not like I said that they are on God's level or anything blasphemous like that. I'm just saying that there are certain things that you do or should do and improve upon, that's all I'm saying. And I think, and when you try to improve on those things, you need guidance sometimes. You need a coach. You need somebody to, help you get to the next level. And I think that's what Fresh and Fit has tried to do. So I just think it's very interesting for some people to have that type of mindset and, think that they weren't doing that or they're misogynistic or hate women. Don't you think if they hated women, they wouldn't put the energy and time to fly these women out, make sure they're good and things of that nature, bring them on the podcast, give them an exposure that I'm sure some of them might have the difficulty creating themselves with. I don't think that adds up. So I don't think they're misogynistic at all. But I do understand where people can get triggered from an emotional standpoint and don't agree with some of the things that they say. And that's fine. Everybody is entitled to their opinion and it's just life. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Okay, so this other one says, It's not the content, brother. Be truthful. It's their latest antics on Sneako's stream and the antics while beefing with Abba and Preach. Accountability is what we say women lack. Let's be consistent about the board, across the board, sir. They deviated and brought this upon themselves. Okay, so I will say this, right? Everything, I don't agree with everything that Fresh and Fit has done. I'm not going to sit here and make them seem like they're completely blameless, because that is not true. There are certain things that I didn't agree that they did or went about or moved. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not going to see, I'm a fan of the show. I'm a fan of Myron and Fresh, but I'm not going to sit here and act like they're perfect. And they've never acted like they're perfect. I think when it comes to the Abba and Preach versus Fresh and Fit situation, I think it was sad to see, because at the end of the day, both of those platforms were making money. They were, building a certain way of going about content, and they went about two different ways. They were in two different lanes. So I don't even really understand why it became such a huge issue at that point in time. So it was very sad to watch, but at the same time, things do happen. Not everybody's going to get along with each other. You see it in rap music all the time with rappers. They beef with each other all the freaking time. And it is what it is. But I do think at the end of the day, all four of those guys need to just kind of get to a common place. Or just not at all and just move forward, which I feel like they have been, right? But there's always going to be a little bit of a war there. Of course, Abba and Preach, I'm sure they're going to try to make some type of video in response to them getting demonetized, Fresh and Fit getting demonetized or something like that. And if, it's unfortunate, but some people do have a capitalist mentality. And I mean, it is what it is. It's just the reality of the situation. So that's my response to that. So we got another comment here. All facts, bro. Unfortunately, the sickening world we live in wants everyone to be deceived and lied to of what the truth really is. But we learned a lot from Myron and Fresh. So the best thing we can do is continue and learn and navigate strategically through the matrix mess. Good luck to you and all the other soldiers out here that's fighting to make a change in their life for the better. That's probably one of my favorite, definitely one of my top 3 favorite comments from that video the other day, because it's the truth of the matter is, man, it's like you literally can't go about life not thinking that there's some type of thing that's trying to hold you back from being where you need to go. That doesn't mean that you use it as an excuse or a crutch to not get where you need to go. But there is something that you are fighting against. And ultimately, it could be you fighting against yourself. But you can't tell me there's not a matrix out here. You can't tell me there's not people out here that want to see you lose. And you obviously can, see from the Andrew Tate situation or this Fresh and Fit situation or even Sneako situation where all of them were canceled for wanting to speak their truth about the world we live in. And honestly, I'm just saying that to be fair, their truth, but honestly, in my opinion, it's the objective truth about relationships, money, how to deal with social status, how to deal with climbing the ladder, all those things that that they have addressed over the years on all their platforms. I just think it was a beautiful time to be in. It's crumbling down, unfortunately, but it is definitely something that needs to be talked about. It sparked something. It sparked a conversation to be had. Why are we preaching free speech, but everybody's getting canceled? Right? So, it's only free speech when it pushes your agenda. But when it's something that you don't agree with, we're gonna cancel it. We're going to go against it. We're going to try every avenue to make sure that that message does not get out, and that's not fair at all, at all. I don't agree with that. I just know. This is how I feel. Okay. They're demonetized, cuz. Not dead. You gonna be okay, buddy. Yes, I know they only got demonetized, but like I said earlier in the video, it is the start. Literally the start. That is how you hurt somebody in any endeavor. You hurt them in their pockets. And that's basically what YouTube decided to do. I understand at the end of the day, YouTube does have a business that they need to run. And unfortunately, they present unflattering truths about the world that we live in. And so not everybody is going to agree with the message. But that doesn't mean that somebody's platform that they've built from the ground up needs to be canceled just right off the bat like that. You know, I will give YouTube this credit though. Fresh and Fit had a 2-3 year run, right? So I got to give them that credit. It's not like they posted 5 videos and then YouTube decided to, cancel them, and demonetize them or anything in the case they be. So, I mean, they got 3 good years of monetized content and being able to push the agenda. I think the damage was done in a positive way when it comes to getting the message out there about male improvement, about men being men again. That's what I really think all this was about. We live in a world now where everything is beneficial to a woman in a sense. And, in certain aspects, I mean, that's such a huge rabbit hole to talk about. And certain aspects when it comes to, the recent laws that's come about, I do believe that, every woman should have a right to their own body. But that's a whole different conversation. But as a total, I feel like women, and I believe that women have it so good from a financial standpoint. A lot of women are making way more than men right now. When it comes to job opportunities, they are more likely to be, selected over a man because of how the world is right now. And, and it's no fault of women, it's just, that's just the mark of the beast. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. So hopefully I try to get down that without getting myself in trouble. Anyway, okay. Young men do not need this content. LOL. What kind of man are you? Oh my God. They helped you grow? Yes, they did help me grow. And it's funny because you sound like one of those people that are very stubborn, that probably don't learn anything and think you know it all. You can definitely learn from another individual, from their experiences, what they've been through, things of that nature. You can definitely learn from that. So it's very silly to even think that you can't. I didn't listen and watch all those podcasts not to learn something. Like that don't make any sense. Oh shoot, my laptop about to die. Hold on. Can't let it die, y'all. All right, but yeah, you don't seek knowledge to not learn something and grow. So that's just a silly comment to even bring up. It don't make any sense. Abba and Preach called it months ago. Screw Fresh and Fit. They always sucked. Another comment I definitely don't agree with. and you probably haven't never went through a full episode. You probably seen bits and pieces on TikTok, on their clips channel, and was like, man, fuck these guys. That's probably what you did. All right. So there's another one here. I don't see the problem. They can still post their content and spread their message and save men. Nobody asked them to leave their day jobs. Okay, yes, you're right. Nobody asked them to leave their day jobs, but they decided to leave their day jobs because they had a higher purpose. And they decided to step in that purpose. How many of y'all can actually say y'all were willing to do that? I don't think there's many of y'all that's willing to step over that line to get to your dreams. Some of y'all are scared. Some of y'all are, I could go really in on some of y'all, because these are the same people that will go behind these comments and be on YouTube all day, and they know there are certain things in their life they want to get accomplished, but they don't have the balls to do it. I mean, let's just call it what it is. They don't have the balls to do it. So they sit there and watch other people live out their dreams that they know they can do. There's plenty of y'all that are gifted right now. There's plenty of y'all that could be successful YouTubers, including myself, right now, that could be on this platform and make a killing if they just put in the work. Hell, I got a lot of work I got to put in. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And you go through trials, you go through tribulations, but we just got to quit making excuses. And that's one of the biggest things that I got from a Fresh and Fit podcast is quit making excuses. If you're overweight, it's because it's your fault. It's nobody's fault. Nobody put a gun in your head and told you to eat that McDonald's. Nobody put a gun in your head and told you to eat that donut. It is your fault. You are responsible for your life, and that's the only way your life is going to be changed around. How is that misogynistic? How is that hating women? How is that bringing a negative message to the population? You mean to tell me that the modern day women are not looking for the best quality man they can possibly find? You mean to tell me that a woman that is making six figures, is going to settle for your ass that's on here talking crazy on the internet? No, she's not going to do it. She's going to go for a high value man, no matter what they say, because the higher a woman climbs up, she's expecting the man that's climbed higher to be there for her. Period. It's just how it is. So, yeah. It's sad, man. It's sad to see this. We're seeing this was one of the toughest parts of the emergency meeting. You know, just see Myron literally have to get up and hold his emotions, because it's not. I don't think it's about the demonetization. They just know where this is leading, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And so it's tough because they built this up over 3 years, and watch it crumble layer by layer. And this is just the beginning of that. It's tough, man. That got to be tough. They spent so much money. Even they even said on the emergency meeting that they even have to move out of the area that they do the podcast at, because they don't know, the people that own it no longer want them to be there. Like, it's so many layers to it. It's not just a demonetization. That was just step one of the cancellation process. Now, granted, they're going to find different ways to make money. They're going to be all right from a standpoint, but it did put a dent into the reputation, as far as like income coming in for the time being. And it sucks. Hopefully they can get it worked out with YouTube or whatever, to where they can go ahead and it could be monetized again. But it's going to take a while, you know. Usually, I realize that YouTube takes a while before I will say this about YouTube. It's from my observation, YouTube takes a moment before they just go off and try to, take somebody's whole livelihood in a sense when they're a full-time creator from them. So I got to credit YouTube for that. All right. Okay, so what else we got here? We got a bunch of comments. This is the one I definitely wanted to respond to. So I have one here. I see why you only have 11 subscribers. You'll lose them as well. Well, you know what's funny about the person who made this comment? They have 2 subscribers. 2. You got the nerve to talk about my 11. Okay? And here's the other thing, too. I just got another subscriber yesterday after that video. So, screw you, dude. And hopefully I get a lot more. I'm going to do more and more content. And hopefully it's stuff that people want to listen to or interested in. And, I'm not going to just be broadcasting about Fresh and Fit. It's just they sparked me to want to get back into media and want to get back into doing this type of thing. So getting back into YouTube, they inspire me a lot. And I'd be lying if I said they didn't, So screw you guys that don't like the podcast, to be honest with you, because I can say from my point of view, honestly, it really helped me this past year. Like, helped me so much from financially, from working out, keeping my body healthy, keeping my mind healthy. It really taught me a lot about, taking responsibility for my life. Nobody's coming to save me. Nobody's coming to save me, man. And nobody's coming to save you. And so we got to really, quit with the BS. A lot of y'all talking about they are misogynists or anything like that. What's crazy is y'all are the same people that dealt with the same BS that some of these women have put y'all through, but y'all never admit it. I can't be on here and say that I haven't been through BS women. And they expose the reality of how women act as a whole. Not every single one. There are some great women out there that, they would be a great wife and things of that nature. But for the most part, a majority of them don't deserve to be wives. I mean, let's just call it what it is. And even a lot of women would say that. Why do you think there's a passport bros now? Why do you think there's people that's literally leaving the country to go live somewhere else so that they can be with somebody and mate with somebody and have a family with somebody that doesn't even live in this country? Imagine how bad it has to be in a place, in a country that you live in, that you got to leave that place to find a significant other. But well, what do I know, right? Okay. I think that is all the ones I'm going to respond to. Again, appreciate y'all so much for watching the last video. I had fun doing it. And I'm going to do more videos, man. I'm going to do more. It's not like, again, this channel is not going to be about just Fresh and Fit. I'm going to do some cool, entertaining stuff as well and respond to a lot of things as well. But it's just like, that is what drove me to come back to YouTube. That's all. And at the end of the day, it's all about improving. It's all about being better, being a better you. And what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that, But all right, guys, I'm out of here. She TV, subscribe to the channel. There's more videos going to be coming your way. I'm going to try to give you the best possible content I can possibly give you with all my heart, mind, and soul. We're all about being better, doing better, living better. So shout out to you guys. She TV, let's go.